Just finished recording this. I want to say sorry for the wind noises in the back. Didn't know that the fan was hitting my thing like this. It's probably still hitting right now, but yeah, sorry, my bad, boys. My bad, my bad. What is up, YouTube? Today we are going to be ranking all of future chapter sagas, all of them. We're going to be ranking all of them 1 through 4, and we're going to be ranking the Daima DLC also, just as a little add-on. So yeah, let's get into it. But before we get into it, man, make sure you guys like the video because, like I said last time, a lot of you guys do actually. A lot of you guys subscribe from the videos more than some of you guys like the videos. How does that work? I don't even know. I sometimes be forgetting to hit the like button, but if you could not forget, that would be much appreciated. Let's go ahead and get into this. So starting off with Future Saga Chapter 1. First, we'll go over what it added. So Future Saga Chapter 1, it added Ultra Instinct. It also was the first time we were able to go above level 100. We went up to level 120. We also got cross verses, and this is also where Festival Universes first started. And this update was basically two updates combined in one because we got 5 characters, almost double the amount of normal amount of PQs. I think we got like 14 or something like that. And yeah, it was basically two updates packed in one. Now, going over the characters, we got Goku Black and Vegeta Ultra Super Villain. We got Android 18 DB Super and Videl. And we also got Broly, Z Broly Restrained, which is the first time he was available in Xenoverse. And this, a little bit after this, we also got the PS5 version too. So all in all, this was a very, very big update for Xenoverse. We got level 120, we got a new form, and we got Festival of the Universes, which all of those things are still going on to date. We got a level cap every single update since then, and we've also had Festival of Universes every single, like almost every 6 months or so since then. So, but as for Vegeta and Goku, they also have some new moves, which was pretty cool to see. Uh, Goku Black, like he really used his spear a lot more in the combos and in his super attack and in the new ultimate he had, which is really nice because I don't think he really used it. He used his sword in Goku Black and Goku Black Rose, I believe. And then Vegeta, he got like I think like 2 new moves. I think they weren't like that notable. They were kind of cool though. But Broly is the big standout for me, at least in this pack. Um, his model looks 10 times better than any of the cast. Like he looks insanely good. His model is definitely like some Xenoverse 3 level stuff. Like even today, like he looks really good. His entire art style, he just sticks out like a sore thumb from the rest of the cast, but in such a good way. Um, but yeah, and then when it comes to story expansion was it was pretty alright. It was kind of just like a setup for what was to come, as was a lot of the first of the updates. And this definitely, to be honest, when it comes to a rating part of this, I'm going to have to give this a 10 out of 10. We are starting off strong with this. But is this because this is kind of 2 updates packed in one, or is it because just they really did good on this? They added Festival Universes, Cross versus UI. UI has been such a long awaited um awoken skill ever since it appeared in the anime. Everybody's wanted UI just like they wanted Super Saiyan 4. Like before we got UI, everybody wanted UI and Super Saiyan 4. And the fact that UI was actually the first transformation in such a long time that actually was applicable to every race and not just Saiyans, which I actually think that was kind of a surprise because we only saw Goku use it. I guess some people thought that it must be like only to Saiyans, but the fact that it was with every person was actually super sick. I'm not gonna lie. You know what I mean? All right, now going into Future Saga Chapter 2. Alright, so Future Saga Chapter 2, in terms of characters, added 3 characters. We have Belmod, Full Power Jiren, Ultra Super Villain, and Goku Mini from Daima. It costed $10 instead of $20 because, again, the Future Saga Chapter 1 was kind of 2 deal season 1, so it was $20. But we also got the new story. We got Belmont got a bunch of new skills. He got basically like a full new set. Jiren Full Power, he got a new ultimate that was Full Power Destruction, which is a pretty good one. Um, And then I think Goku Mini might have had like Soaring Rush, Dragon Spark, Burst Blitz. I don't know if those are his. I'm not gonna lie. I never played with him. I'm keeping it at 1,000 with y'all. But we also got, 4 new pillar quests, new Super Souls, artwork and all that stuff. But in terms of the actual update, we did. This was the update where we got the location lookup. That was one of the new things we got. Um, we also got the map. The map was kind of overhauled. We also again got the level cap unlock, but it also got unlocked in the Daima update, which I think was before this. So we got that up to 160 instead of 140, and we got some new raids. But overall, when I think of Future Saga Chapter 2, I think of it actually as like the dark spot. Like there wasn't like that much going on with this. Like you had Belmont, who was a fully new character. We never had Belmont, so now we do have all of the 3 actually relevant God of Destructions. Nobody cares about any of the other ones. There's a reason why in the Festival Universes they only put Universe 6 with Champa, Universe 7 because of Goku and Beerus, and then you know what I mean, the main one, and then they skipped 8, 9, and 10 and went straight to Universe 11 where Jiren and Belmont are. Like there's a reason why there are only 3 relevant, universes. So we do have all 3 God Destructions in the game. This Belmont was the last one to come through, and we did Goku Mini from Daima, but the new Ultra Super Villain wasn't really kind of new. We did, already get full power Jiren before, who was then, some say not a reskin, but you know, a kind of reskin from Jiren, even though they are different characters. But you could argue that full power Jiren or Super Villain, just like Vegeta and Goku Black, and in the last DLC, were kind of reskin. So only having 3 characters, one of them, isn't really that interesting. Another one could be Demon's reskin, and you have one fully new character in Belmont. It does kind of hinder this DLC a lot. I'm gonna be honest. So that's why, out of 10, I'm going to be rating this DLC. I'm going to be rating this one. I think I'm going to rate this honestly. If I'm looking at all of this right now, right? Okay, everything we got. I might have to just go with like a 4, honestly. Like a 4 or a 6. That's all I got. And I'm gonna be honest, man. Maybe I just beat it in the middle. I'm gonna go with 5. Alright. I'm gonna just go with a 5. But it's not looking too good. I'm gonna be honest. Like it wasn't really that much unlocked in here. Unlocked, added in here. It wasn't really that much, but yeah, that's why I gotta rate it. I gotta rate it pretty low, to be honest, because when I really look back at it, like, I kind of played Jiren. Full Power Destruction is a really good one, but like, I don't think it's enough to save this. I don't think it's possible. I really don't think it is that much of a saving grace, and that's really the only thing I could think of that could save this. So yeah, I'm going to be giving Future Saga Chapter 2 a 4 out of 10. That's rough, but on to Future Saga Chapter 3. Now, Future Saga Chapter 3 added Broly from DB Super, not in Super Saiyan or full power, and we had Ultra Super Villain Golden Frieza. So we had two playable characters with this one. Again, the story. We also had the dating simulator. Well, it wasn't really a dating simulator, Chi-Line Broly, All Out Patrol, kinda, I guess, you know what I mean. But we also got new raids, new Super Souls, new auras, new stuff in the Festival and Universes, and of course, the level cap increase. Or did we not? I think we did. Did we? I believe we did. But yeah, that's what we got for this one. Now, going over the characters, you got Broly and Frieza, right? You could say these are 2 reskins of characters, but to be honest, they did really, really good when it came to giving them new moves and combos that make them feel definitely like new characters. Like Broly had his mouth attack from the movie. He also had a new ultimate, and he had his evasive was one of the most unique ones. I actually think his evasive, it was a 4 bar evasive that did a bunch of damage, and it transformed him. So you could evasive and transform as you were playing if you were playing as Broly. His transformation, oh yeah, he also goes Super Saiyan, which is very unique. So instead of adding another new Broly DB Super Saiyan, they actually made him transform, which is really cool. Which also they did with Z Broly, which I forgot to mention was really cool. Z Broly's transformation, I'm not gonna lie, I think that's the best in the game. Super sick. But Broly, he also did damage to you. Actually, I think he did like a full health bar to you while he was transforming. Like he was crazy. Broly was crazy. Um, and then you had Golden Frieza, who had he had chaotic time impact because this was when he was the whole Supreme Chaotic Time thing with the Dragon Balls, which is pretty cool. He had also new moves. He had Dark Inscription. Dark Inscription was really good. Chaotic Time Impact, which might have been a reskin of Supreme Chaotic Time. I think it might have been. But yeah, honestly, a really really good DLC for only having 2 characters. And of course, you know the new story. The new story was pretty good. If I remember correctly, I think it was where Broly got like um actually, I don't think Broly was in it. Oh no, this story was actually really good because I remember the final battle against Frieza. He actually reset your entire attributes and sent you back to basically a level 1. You had to beat him like that, and he took over Shenron. He corrupted Shenron, which is really cool. This story was actually one of the best ones, honestly. That also carries it. So honestly, for having a DLC which only had 2 characters, you could say they were reskins. They did really good with it. A pretty good story. We also got the dating simulator and whatever. Um, I'd honestly say this right here, I might have to give this like probably like a cool 8, a cool 8, maybe 8.5. Really like this one. Really like it. Yeah. I mean, this was a good update. To be honest, it was a really good update. Really good update. And this was kind of like final DLC for Future Saga chapter, the Saga. Oh my god, I can't ever say it. The Future Chapter Saga, the final DLC, Chapter 4, and the last DLC ever. And then we're gonna go ahead and add in Daima after that one. Quickly review that one. So yeah, let's get into Future Saga Chapter 4, the final DLC. Future Saga Chapter 4 added in Supreme Kai Time Ultra Super Villain and Goku Ultra Super Villain Quelled, but I like to call him Ultra Superhero. Of course, new story. We got 3 skills, and we got a new Awoken skill, which was actually the first ever paid Awoken skill, and last ever, I guess. We got the new Ultra Time Patrol battles, and we got the new gallery feature. And then when it comes to the free update, there was a login campaign, but we don't really add that. We got the new level cap, so we're finally at level 200. We also got some new clothes, stuff like that. We also got there's a bunch of artwork added in this. There's like over 100 pieces of artwork added in this. I'm looking at this on the fandom. But we also were able to use story mode outfits for certain characters, the Whis Battle Gi, so we could finally go Super Saiyan with Goku in the Whis Gi, stuff like that. And yeah, so overall, when it comes to this one, let's look back at these characters. So we got Supreme Cat Time Ultra Super Villain, right? She kinda is just a reskin, to be honest. And even looking at these 3 skills, all of the 3 new skills are literally Goku. So yeah, she basically is just a reskin, but with the dark colors and stuff like that, which is pretty cool. But I don't know. Some people say we should have gotten Fu. I think we should still get Fu just as a send off. Maybe just make him just like they did Demigra and Fuse Zamasu Corrupted and have him added in only in the training mode or something like that, or make him like you could play as him in crystal raids. Oh my goodness, do people even play crystal raids anymore? But stuff like that. I just still want to play as him. I think it would be really cool. He has such a cool design. But going over the story, or no, going over Goku. Didn't mean skip over him. Goku got 3 new moves. One of those being a charge, which charged ki and your stamina. That was insane. When I first played as him in the story, I didn't even get the move. I played the story first. When I played as him, I was like, "What is Indomitable?" I used it, and when I saw it was charging his stamina and his ki, I was like, "Oh, this is crazy. This is insane." Dragon Spiral, which is pretty good. Venus Fist, very very cool, and of course the new Awoken, the power to overcome. Insane Awoken. The Infinite Key, or like Xenoverse 1, the Super Saiyan, stuff like that. Really cool. But we also got the new Ultra Time Patrol battles, which was really really cool. Kind of like a gauntlet going through a bunch of enemies. Super sick. Gallery feature. I mean, it's meh. It's whatever. It's okay, I guess. And then as for the free update that went along with it, obviously the level cap increase, new clothes, new artwork, whatever. And then the story mode stuff for the customized partners, really, really cool. Though I do hope, or I hope that they update the custom partners to scale with your level. Because I'm pretty sure all of custom partners, I think they scale with your level still, but they gotta be like 150. I think for every 20 you gain, they gain like 10. Like they still have the buffed up stuff, but they're not really that good anymore to the point where like using their base presets are 10 times better. 10 times better, especially with festival moves and stuff like that. So I don't really know how to feel about that when they aren't really that good. But as for that story, not gonna lie, it was decent. It was decent. That is how you unlock the Awoken skill, which is unique. This is the first and only, I guess, paid Awoken skill. So you can't just get this Awoken skill like normally. You have to pay for it, which I don't really know how I feel about it. But since this is the last one ever, I mean, I don't know. Hope they don't do this in Xenoverse. They probably aren't going to do this in Xenoverse 3. But yeah, and it isn't crazy overpowered or anything. The Infinite Key is good, but like only if you know how to use it. It's good for PvE, which is where I play a lot. But yeah, so overall, I'm gonna give Future Saga Chapter 4 a. I'm gonna give it. I think I'm gonna give it an 8. Honestly, 8 or like a 6. If I can't use a 7, might use like a 6 or something. Actually, not 8. At 8. 8, honestly, maybe even a 9. Because Goku is really, really good. His combos change when he gets low health, and so do his moves. And we got a new Awoken skill. And, the Ultra Time Patrol battles. Really, really good. Though Supreme Kai Time does weigh this down a lot, I think it can be redeemed. A really, really good story. Kind of a decent story. What? I literally just said something about story, and I can't remember. I can't stay consistent. But yeah, I'm gonna give it 8 out of 10, maybe 9 out of 10. But now on to the little bonus, Daima DLC. And yeah, let's check out Daima's DLC, and we'll end this video. Oh my goodness, I just noticed I made a mistake. I just made a mistake. So, I was talking about Future Saga Chapter 3 having the title screen revamp and stuff like that. It turns out I was completely wrong. Wow. I was completely wrong. That was in the Daima DLC, actually. Not gonna lie. But honestly, that doesn't really change my ranking of Future Saga Chapter 3. So, I mean, I don't know. But in the Daima DLC, got all that stuff. In the Daima DLC, we got the boys from Daima, man. We got Super Saiyan 4 Daima, and Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta Daima. The crazy thing about this, I remember, I'm pretty sure when this dropped, when they announced this, this was out of surprise. I think Daima, it didn't just end, but like it ended like a little bit ago. And you know, we all thought Sparking Zero was going to be the first to get Goku. You know, we didn't even. I don't even think people thought we were going to get Daima. I mean, I thought we were maybe going to Daima, but maybe after Future Saga or maybe a little bit later after Sparking for sure. So when they dropped that trailer and said we are adding a Diamond Pack and four Goku and Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta are going to be in it, and they had moves, new moves and stuff like that, that was insane. Like let's just talk about that. That was crazy. That Xenoverse was going to be the first to get Super Saiyan 4 Goku, and we got it pretty quickly. Like, that was insane, bro. So that put a lot more eyes on the Xenoverse because we were getting it first and stuff. But talking about Goku and Vegeta, Goku and Vegeta look pretty good. Vegeta does look a little bit off. I think like maybe something's wrong with the lighting on him. But Vegeta or Goku looks very nice. He is huge. I think he's bigger than Super Broly, which is very crazy. He also has two new moves. He has Supreme Fury and Heat Wave, and he has his ultimate Super Saiyan 4 Kamehameha Daima. Vegeta also has two new super attacks, Burning Blast and Force Edge, and the infamous Final Flash Super Saiyan 3 Daima, which is the strongest ultimate in the entire game. Does 70,000 damage, 80,000 damage, literally melts like that. Really amazing. We also got their clothes. We got Super Saiyan 4, Daima, and Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta's clothes. We also got Glorio's clothes and Pansy's clothes. And also the touch screen and stuff, and revamp, and the Dragon Ball collection services, which I actually thought happened in Future Saga Chapter 3, but no, it actually happened in Super Saiyan or in the Diamond Pack. It was $8, so not. It's like $2 less than what's his name, than the other Future Saga ones, except for Chapter 1. But overall, for only having two characters, Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, they each have two new super attacks and a new ultimate, and they look pretty good. Honestly, as a small little DLC, I'm gonna have to break the rule. I think I'm gonna give this a 7. A 7? I wouldn't say like an 8 or 9, but that might be Glaze. I'm gonna be honest. It might be Glaze. But I'm gonna give it a 7. Like an honest 7. It's not even like a cop out 7. It's just good, but it's not like too crazy. Like it's pretty good, but it's not too crazy. Honestly, we could bump it up to 8, but it is what it is. It's just kind of like a compact DLC. You didn't really get that much 8 artwork, 8 new costume accessories, 2 new super souls, 3 parallel quests, 2 characters, 6 skills, boom, and that's it. It didn't do too much. And it got out of there. Boom. So I'm gonna have to give it a 7. And that is the full ranking. Had a little slip up there with Future Saga Chapter 3. But yeah, that's the whole thing. Overall, when it comes to all of Future Saga, all future chapter sagas, I'm gonna have to give them, overall the whole saga, I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. I enjoyed it, and it's crazy to think even just about it in totality, because Future Saga Chapter 1 came out 2 years ago, May 24th, 2024. And it took 2 years and a Diamond DLC for it to be finished. And I'm gonna be honest, man, like the first one might be the best one. I gave the first one 10 out of 10. Second one, 4 out of 10. Third one, I think it was an 8 out of 10. And then Chapter 4, an 8 out of 10 again, or a 9 out of 10. And then Daima, throw that one in there. Gave that a I literally just gave it a 7. Yes, a 7. So, hey, they were all pretty good. I do recommend getting them because, even if you don't get them all, I think you should definitely get Future Saga Chapter 1 for Broly alone. If that's just anything to motivate you. And then I think you should get Chapter 3 and 4. Or just Chapter 4, or just Chapter 3. But Chapter 1, definitely. Or just get the set and then get Daima, which is what I did. But yeah, really, really good, man. Really, really good updates. This is, of course, brought us all the level cap unlocks and stuff like that. It made the game just so much more fun, to be honest. So yeah, did I give it a rating? Bro, I can't remember. I think I just said 10 out of 10. Did I just give this whole thing a 10 out of 10? I'm gonna give the whole Future Saga chapter 10 out of 10. I lose myself. I've been talking for 20 minutes. I'm not even recording anything. I'm just on Audacity, so I don't have any video, but I'll cut this up, add some video for you guys. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Again, make sure you guys like the video, and I'll see you.